Good morning, the time is 9 o'clock. Here is the newspaper headline coming to you from New City 99.1 FM. My name is Rachel Kodaolu. From the Punch newspaper this morning, troops killed 274 insurgents as Nigeria recorded 882 attacks. At least 792 persons lost their lives in 882 security incidents across all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory in June 2026, with the military killings of 274 insurgents, according to the latest report by the SARI Global, a risk intelligence and security analysis firm that specializes in providing operational data, claims intelligence, and crisis management support for organizations working in the world's most violent environment. This is as the report stated that the Islamic State West African province launched a coordinated strategy in the Monogu exit of the northern Borno that blocked access to humanitarian aid from reaching hundreds of thousands of internal displaced persons. Now on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, how arrests of kidnapped family members led victim rescue. Fresh details has emerged on the intelligence lead operation that claims in the successful rescue of school children and teachers adopted from the Ishele Alausa community in Orire local government area of Oyo State will be a decisive turn point. 39 school children and 7 teachers were adopted by terrorists on May 15, 2026, while one of the teachers was killed in captivity. The remaining victims were rescued on July 10th during a coordinated operation involving the military and the Department of State Service DSS. According to the security source, after weeks of sustaining investigation gathered and military pursuit, operatives of the DSS tracked down and arrested several wives and children of the kidnappers in different communities and cities across the country. The operation, source says, was conducted by a senior DSS official after security force had already sealed off the terrorists' escape routes and surrendered their hideout inside the National Park Force. The family members were subsequently taken to Abuja, where the wives of possible elimination during military operation. The investigators believe the arrest of the terrorist family members rescued the likelihood that the adopters would harm the hostage, fearing possible consequence of their own relatives. It was further gathered that just as contacted continued, the joint release force schedule tightened the cordon around the terrorist hideout. For more details on that, you can get it this morning on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. On the Nation newspaper this morning, Lagos Task Force seized 309 motorcycle class Alaba Ragun assets. The Lagos State Environmental and Special Offense Enforcement Unit, also known as the Task Force, has impounded 309 commercial motorcycles operating illegally along the ECOWAS road as part of the renewed crackdown on the ban on Okada on highway and restriction routes. The operation, which also cleared the assets of state traders, shelters, and makeshift shops and other environmental infrastructure, was executed exhorted by the task force with the proposed from the Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources and Lagos State Police Command. A statement by the Director Public Affairs Gbaide Abdulrahman said